Good afternoon. I am here at 732 Wellington Court in Vineland, New Jersey. Temperature of 79 degrees. Trying to beat the rain that's coming on me. So I am here to do a repairability assessment. What I have set up here is my workspace. This is my control square. This is the current condition of the roof without any repair attempts being made. Over here is going to be my workspace. So where I'm going to do my ATR. The three tabs that I have marked there are the shingle that is going to be removed, because as you can see, there is creasing here along with granule loss. So this is going to be my repair attempt where it's going to be made. All right. The reason why I have this whole area marked is because this area could potentially be affected by the repairability assessment. Some possible things that could happen, me attempting this repair, are listed as follows. Granule loss, which is the sand-like material that gives the shingle its dexterity. Me lifting the tabs could cause some granule loss. As long as it's not too significant, that's okay. As you can see here, it says significant granule loss. You can see the dark color is different from here. So it's experienced quite a bit of granule loss. Next thing is material transfer. What material transfer is, say if you glue a piece of cardboard to another piece of cardboard and then try to remove it, there's going to be pieces of that cardboard stuck on both ends. So same thing can happen to the tabs here. Once I lift it, do the adhesive underneath, that could cause the transfer from the top tab to stay on the bottom tab and vice versa. All right. Next, there could be creasing. There's a clear example of creasing here. While I'm going to be ever so careful to not lift these shingles up 30 degrees, that creasing could still happen. Next is tearing. This usually happens at the nail heads. When I go to remove the nail, tearing could happen at that spot where the nail hole is. And last, cracking. More significant, extreme version of creasing. So instead of just being this granule loss here, it could actually be such a bad crease that the shingle begins to crack. All right, so I'm going to do my best to avoid any of those things happening, but even so, due to the nature of the work, these things are all possible. All right, with no further ado, I'm going to get started here. I'm going to flip this over. All right, just making sure I have my workspace in view here. All right. I'm going to show you what tools I'm going to be using. Just going to be using a hammer, fresh set of nails, and my flat bar to lift to break the tabs and to remove the nails. All right. Now when I pull this shingle out, I'm going to replace it with a brand new 3-tab shingle. Also, one thing I forgot to note is possible damage. There is a possibility of impact damage using the flat bar. That's the reason I have these 4 tabs beneath the shingle that I'm removing marked, because as I lift up these tabs and pry those nails loose, impact damage could occur beneath. Okay, so the 3 tabs that I'm removing are marked with dashes here. Okay, the 4 tabs above that have to be lifted. The 3 tabs above that have to be lifted to expose all the nails that are attached to this shingle. All right, so I'm going to start removing the adhesive here so I can get underneath and start removing the nails. attempting to be as careful as I can here, not to cause any more damage. Now, as I'm lifting this tab already, there's significant material transfer. I can feel the knots underneath. Yep. Divots here. I'm going to pull the camera closer so we can see. As I gently lift this tab here, there is significant material transfer above and beneath. And that is a divot right here, material transfer up here. All right, so that is damage to both shingles, just removing that first tab. Again, significant material transfer on the next tab I removed. All right, moving up to the 4 tabs above that. All right, more material transfer there. Moving up. While being careful as I could, just got a tear right above. All right, this one also experienced some tearing underneath, right here at the nail heads, and right here at the adhesive strip. So unfortunately, as you can see, carefully trying to do repairs is causing damage to the shingles around it. Again, not too bad that time with the mat transfer. Still a little bit though. More mat transfer here. Got a clump under this tab. adhesive's doing its job, keeping it down. Lots of material transfer again, all along that tab. All right, 2 more. Got some raindrops falling, trying to beat it. All right, last tab, then we can start removing the nails. No material transfer there. All right, so next step, I'm gonna remove the fasteners. And really being careful not to cause any tearing here at the nail holes. And again, not lifting the tabs more than 30 degrees. Already a tear here at this nail hole. Let's see, moving down. Here comes the rain. Actually feels pretty good. Alright, that's removed there. Now I gotta go up one more. Let's see if I missed any. One over here. All right, this shingle should slide on out. So there we go. All right, in its place, I'm sliding in 3 tab of similar color. All right, there's my nails. All right, now replace those nails with brand new nails. being careful not to lift the tabs more than 30 degrees. So far, so good. Not reusing the nail holes. Making new entry points right into the adhesive. Almost there. All right, we're in. All right, so due to the scope of damage on this roof, just multiplying this material transfer that I found just in this one small workspace, as well as the tearing that I had at the nail heads, tearing on the tab, while being as careful as I can. I'm going to call this a fail. Just because when you multiply this by 22, you're going to be covering the whole roof and doing more damage as these repair attempts are made. All right, thank you. Any questions, please reach out. Thank you and have a great day.